Hello, everyone, and welcome on our late night live stream. Well, late night, at least for someone. I'm very happy to see a lot of people joining us as viewers, but also a very good lineup of the speakers tonight. I have with me on the stage my amazing colleagues and also Michael, the founder of Crouton Finance, and we are going to have a very, very interesting judging session. But of course, I just want to start with a quick introduction of what's happening here, and I'm gonna pass the mic over to Vlad. Vlad, do you want to do a very quick overview of why are we here today for this live judging session?
Yes, of course. Thank you so much for the mic. So, first of all, thank you for joining. And we did the collaboration with Curve, with Michael, to port and launch stable swaps on Ton natively. We did this competition. We collect all of the applicants. We had the time to develop the projects. And right now we have 5 teams who did it. We did a judging through the last week, and this is the final judging session where we're gonna announce the winners, the prizes, collaboration with the partners, and a few more things as a surprise.
Alona, Ian, Michael, are you excited? Do you want to say a couple of words before we start? Feel free to get the mic.
Yeah, absolutely. Very excited to see what the teams ended up with, and I'm definitely very excited to see that very soon we will have very high quality stable swap on Ton in production, so we can use it to swap our stablecoin for something else. So anyway, for us it's exciting because we have a stablecoin essentially, but I think it's exciting to see DeFi appearing on Ton anyway.
Hey, Ian here, partner at Ton Ventures. Couldn't agree more with Michael. I very much think that the future of finance is being built right now on Ton. You know, when you combine the social graph of Telegram, the technology architecture of Ton, and then, apps like Curve or other stable swaps, I think you have the potential for a lot of financial innovation. Excited to hear that tonight.
Yeah, I'm super excited just also because I know what the prizes are and what the best teams are going to win. That thing that Bart mentioned, that we haven't disclosed everything. So yeah, I mean, super nice to be here today and looking forward to the pictures, even though we saw the decks and we talked the teams. I think this is really unprecedented experience for Ton and Crouton Finance, like all together, like general, this concept of the competition. I do believe it is a very effective way to build DeFi on Ton. So let's see what the teams have prepared.
And before we start, I would love to say that this initiative and the competition, that's a part of the big story of creating the infrastructure for the stable coins on Ton and for the stable assets with the same value, like derivatives of Bitcoin, derivatives of Ethereum. All of this, all of these assets need a home on Ton. We're right now in the story of creating these homes for all of these assets. So it means that there are going to be more stable coins, more similar assets on Ton, more derivatives. And today is a day which will be the part of the history.
Oh, that's so cute, and always that's so exciting to see so many new ideas emerging. And we've had lots of applications. The application period was very, very short. That's what I was surprised personally about. It was like a bit over a week, but there were so many teams that were applying with decent solutions. So today I'm very proud to be here opening the part with the pitches. The agenda for today is actually to hear the finalists, to hear the teams that have been working on the have been working on the stable swap concepts, and we'll have a lineup of those that made it to the simulation. We're gonna have 5 teams pitching. All of these teams will be having 5 minutes per their pitch, and of course a time slot for the questions. And let's get started with them. The first team that's gonna have this honor of opening the pitch session and presenting the first is gonna be the Torch Finance team. You guys, I'm very happy to have you here because I know you from the Open League Summer Hackathon. You've been one of the finalists as well, so this is the second time we're having you on the stage, and this is very cool to have you here, to be honest. So your presentation is here on the stage. Feel free to start, and feel free to get your 5 minutes of the product introduction.
Okay, thanks. Hi everyone, I'm Alan, founder of Torch Finance. Torch Finance is a leading stableswap on Tom blockchain, focused on building a huge ecosystem around stableswap. By adapting stableswap to fit TVM, we became the winners of the Open League Hackathon. Now, we're live on mainnet, and you can find us on DeFi Llama, where you will see our TVL growing really fast without distributing any extra rewards. You may be curious about why we're launching a stableswap now. With the Tom Foundation's roadmap for 2024, we're confident that by the end of the 2024 to 2025, stablecoins and also yield-generating DApp on Tom blockchain will experience an explosive growth. But right now, the DeFi infrastructure on Tom blockchain isn't really ready for that kind of growth. First of all, platforms like Catton Finance and DDAS using the Uniswap V2 pricing model, so there is a real need for a DEX that offers a low slippage trades. Second, Tom blockchain needs to integrate cross-chain liquidity to address the liquidity fragmentation problem. Assets from other chains might get bridges over to Tom, and the issue is that Tom contract cannot read the underlying prices of these assets. So we have built an advanced Merkle Oracle and a special white stable pool for tokens, which aims to minimize the slippage for yield assets. To enable mass adoption, we have designed our architecture with scalable and composable design. The first layer is the liquidity layer, aims to build a cross-shard vault and asset abstraction to ensure the fast transaction experience on Tom blockchain. And the second layer is the execution layer, where we can easily integrate different algorithms and offer a flexible AML plugin system. The third layer is the incentive layer. We have combined VE33 and with the ESGMX to build our tokenomics, and this way, user can earn a long-term incentive while providing liquidity to us. The top layer is the integration layer. We'll build various applications around stableswap to expand the ecosystem, starting with lending pools and leverage farming, and there will be more to come in the future. By our scalable design, it allows us to support more assets and algorithms. In this competition, we focus on optimizing the gas for all kinds of stable pool and meta pool, almost reduce amazing 30% of gas on the cross-pool operations. Plus, when you are using Torch, you are not just participating in the DeFi protocol. You're becoming part of the entire Torch ecosystem. We'll provide a simple and elegant product to make DeFi operation easier. Speaking of making things easier, let me introduce the interface of Torch StableSwap. With its simple design, you will be able to enjoy an experience with low impermanent loss, low slippage, and capital efficiency, all with just in a few clicks. As for our go-to-market strategy, through our social campaign, we have reached 30K MAU and 250K TVL on mainnet, and we have just launched our Olympic Season 2 yesterday, which is a user onboarding mini app. Partners like Catton Finance, Fund, EVA, Aqua, and more will join in this season. On the other part, we have already listed on TApp Center and have partnership with liquid staking tokens. We are gradually reaching our goal. In terms of our roadmap, we will keep expanding our ecosystem. We'll keep building on top of StableSwap beside our current partnership with DDAS, BMO, TownStaker to promote leverage yield farming. We also decide to collaborate with EVA, Omnistan, Layer 0 in different dimensions. Along the way, I really appreciate for our outstanding team. Our team has an extensive experience with both EVM and TVM. And with 2 years of TVM research, we have developed our best practice for designing the smart contracts on Tom blockchain. Yeah. In addition, I also appreciate for the angel investment and the guidance from our mentors. Security is our top priority, and we keep that in mind every step of the way. Thank you. We're Torch Finance, StableSwap on Tom blockchain. If you have any question, feel free to ask me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your presentation. I'm going to ask you a first question. We still have a minute from your pitch. What's your revenue model?
Our revenue model is combining the VE33 model and with ESGMX model, which is shifting the entry barrier of VE model into the cost of exit. Yeah, the simple idea is that.
Okay, thank you.
Where do you get the leverage for your leverage yield farming?
Yes, we'll integrate our leverage yield farming into our pool. We're now building a farming system like the DDoS boosting, and we'll soon integrate it after the auditing.
Will you be composing with like EVA as well? Is that correct?
Yes, sure. Yeah, every component in our leverage yield farming is composable. Yeah, we can switch into the EVA with an underlying collateral. Yeah.
So I think that's it. There's no any questions.
Okay, thank you so much, Alan, for starting out this this session. Since your presentation was very, very clear and very straight to the point and fast. Okay, let's move on. We have 4 more teams that are going to be presenting today, and I'm inviting on the stage the team of Crouton Finance. I see you guys even prepared the demo for us, so I'm very excited to get you here and get this speech started. The stage is yours, and we start the timer.
Yeah, so thank you. Good afternoon. It's Dmitro from Crouton Finance, and let me show you what we have built. Let's start from the motivation. You are a builder, and you inspired by best user acquisition model on Telegram, huge user base, and USDT success on Ton blockchain. And you think, why not to build something of such promising blockchain, like a new stablecoin, for example? But you almost immediately face some problems. User avoid buying your tokens due to high slippage. You spent all your money, all liquidity incentives, and Telegram users don't even know how to use DeFi. As a core solution, we propose stableswap, which is powered by Catton Finance Mass. We can offer low slippage, so users don't lose their funds. We can offer low impermanent loss, which means low risks for liquidity providers and low learning curve for newbies, for example, Telegram crypto adopters. And also, Catton Finance supports 2+ assets in single pool, so we can include 3 or more assets in a pool. And we already have such a pool on production with LST tokens, and even with relatively low liquidity, we can offer very efficient swaps. And you would say infrastructure is okay, but how to fill it up with liquidity? So let's say you're a builder and you want high APR on your pool. You can buy Crouton tokens, freeze them, and vote for incentives. And our Crouton furnace will produce fresh new croutons into your pool. And liquidity providers will be satisfied, and liquidity will start flowing into your pool. After that, you can even sell our tokens, but you can keep them and earn part of protocol's revenue. So we talked about liquidity and about infrastructure. What about ecosystem? We noticed that this is like 12 billions in Ton unutilized, and we think, why not use these funds to power up Ton DeFi? So here we introduce our Crouton CDP stablecoin. So Ton holders can use their holdings as collateral, means CRT USD, and exchange it to USDT, for example, and unlock new liquidity for Ton DeFi. On the other side, we have stability side with stablecoin holders who just want to earn some APRs on their stablecoins. So they can help us stabilize our stablecoin and earn high APRs, which are paid by Ton holders. And with simple math, you can see that even with 1% of unutilized Ton, we will increase Ton TVL by 120 millions. So what is our plan? We aim at 200 millions TVL. To achieve this point, we have to increase our community, offer competitive APRs, unlock at least 1% of Ton circulation supply with 30 USD, as I mentioned before, unlock liquidity for LP providers, and increase volumes. These numbers are based on data about another protocols and blockchains. And we believe that Ton DeFi is in its early days and have huge potential. So you can multiply these numbers. So what we managed to achieve in 1 month, like 4 main points. It's alpha mainnet released, we are live. 2 million liquidity commitments. We build community with 200K members, and it's and also we find first liquidity in LST pool. Exactly, it's 90K. So you can check it out on DeFi Llama because we also listed there, and we burned 10K to get to this point. So last words before the demo. We are a team of 10, we love tech, and we are a team of problem solvers. So we are ready for whatever to achieve our goals, and we are fully focused on the project. And now it's time for demo. So you can swap, you can see pools on our decks, you can see pool details. You can add liquidity in one or more tokens. You can see your positions in pool, and you can withdraw liquidity. So that's it. Thank you for your attention, and I'm ready for the questions.
Yeah, thank you very much for the pitch. Could you please elaborate on your go-to-market strategy a bit?
Yeah. First of all, we are going to promote our strategies for TON holders, how they can earn without selling TON. The second thing, we already know few teams, and we even don't started finding the other stablecoin projects. So a lot of stablecoin projects are going to come and back assets and etc. So we are ready to accept them and provide infrastructure for them. And the third thing, we already have some conversations with liquidity staking protocols, and they have a problem with instant liquidity, so we can provide them the instant liquidity for their staked tokens.
The question for me. So that was the answer on Alena's question about go-to-market regarding the DeFi and the liquidity. But what about the go-to-market to leverage the Telegram users? So
yeah, that's the good question. I think that the first thing is provide them a way how they can earn interest with stablecoin. As I already showed that TON holders paid interest, and this interest will go to the stablecoin holders. And I think it's the simplest way for crypto adopters. Just you get your stablecoin, you stake it, and we have examples from another blockchains, and they can offer great APRs for that. And also, we are going to show them and educate them how they can easily provide liquidity in stable pools, so they don't have to calculate impermanent loss, for example, because it's like we can negotiate it in stable pools. So that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Talk to me a little bit about your timeline on your CDP and when that's rolled out.
Yeah, we already started building the prototype, and I think we will deliver also the first alpha version, like our stable swap, in 1 or 1.5 months.
Love to hear it. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
So I think, yeah, Helen.
I've just returned. You see, we have almost 10K people watching us live. Thank you so much, Crouton Finance, for your pitch. And let's move to the next project or the next team that's going to be presenting. I see we have Catton on the list, and I'm very happy to have you guys here, of course, because I also know you from the summer hackathon, and I'm very happy to get you on our live streams again with even more complex and more interesting project. Let's go ahead with your presentation.
Okay, so hello everyone, I'm Kimi, I'm from Catton. So I'm very excited today to present about Catton. So about Catton, we have our slogan, play, education, DeFi. So about Catton, we are a game and DeFi in one simple solution. We want to educate newcomers to experience Web3 world by integrating DeFi into our gameplay. We made the game and Catton 5 for everyone to use and play seamlessly, have fun, education, DeFi. We also offer exclusive events with price pool of 15,000 to 30,000 bi-weekly for Catton community. So our vision is mass adoption through viral gaming and DeFi on mobile. And our mission is gamers play DeFi. We want to create the best environment for gamers to experience DeFi, so that gamers can get incentive from DeFi features and DeFi users can get incentive from game features. So let me introducing about Catton Game and Catton 5. So we have Catton Game designed to onboard and educate users about DeFi. We also have Catton 5, a CDP protocol enhancing liquidity for stableswap, including the synthetic protocol and stablecoin CTUSD, which is minted from Cyclone lending. About Catton Finance, we are a DeFi TMA pioneer. We focus on user-friendly interface. We focus on faster approach towards DeFi. It's simple, but fully cover all DeFi key features, such as synthetic assets, which we have done, which create utilization for tokens and provide liquidity service for the market. We have stableswap, attract liquidity from synthetic and LST assets to increase TVL and transaction volume with super swapping. And we have CTUSD, which will be launched in Q4. So it will have interest pairing stablecoin backed by Cton, LST, and 11 USD hot pad stablecoin. So here we have Catton Finance CDB protocol model. So gamers, which is our users, provide liquidity, can deposit collateral into our synthetic protocol, which has two VAL, Ton VAL, and Catton VAL. From these two VAL, they can mint or burn stablecoin like CTUSD and over collateralization backed by Cton LST, and they can also mint synthetic assets such as Cton, CDOX, and CNOT. And from these two VALs, they can provide liquidity to the market, such as perpetual futures, options, spot market, insurance, lottery, so that trader users can use and also market owner can control. So here we are, the heart of our protocol, stableswap. So our focus is on efficient trading of stablecoin, lowest fees, faster transaction, and no slippage. And we focus on seamless UX UI for newcomers to use. So our main function is first is creating liquidity pools and a mechanism to distribute fees to liquidity providers. Second is stableswap, such as USDT, ZUSDT, and CTUSD. So we also offer best router matching algorithm among liquidity pools. I will explain later in the future, in the next slide. So we have create liquidity pools. So we can show the demo later. We can show you the demo later. So we have 3 steps. So we ensure a robust mechanism that distribute fees proportionally to all liquidity providers so that it can maximize users' earning potential simply by just participating. And we have performance swap between USDT and JUSDT. We focus on low fees, smoothly, and no slippage. We have best router matching algorithm, which we have the algorithm from Curve. You can see here, it will intelligently select the optimal path across various liquidity pools like stablecoin pools, mega pools, or lending pools. We ensure lowest fee, fastest transaction, and zero slippage without any manual intervention. So about our team, we succeeded in building DeFi and blockchain in 2021. Our team won Solana hackathon in DeFi track and granted Pioneer Foundation in stablecoin, backed by Delta neutral position. We have 7 senior engineers in Samsung Mobile. We won Ton OpenLeash hackathon with KuCoin price track. We also have a top game studio in Southeast Asia, which is Zidga, with more than 100 million accumulated users and more than 1 million daily active users. So about our achievement, we have more than 450K in-game users, more than 200K. Okay. And more than 20K daily active users. We also incubated by 4J, which is a subsidiary of Animoca Brands. We have access to base CIP and AppChain and App Accelerator support. So thank you for listening to. So Helena, can you show us the demo? Okay. So so here it is, the create liquidity pool. We have CTUSD, JUSD, and USDT here. You can confirm right here. So after you create the result, we will have to wait for some progress. Okay.
So last sentence.
Okay, swap. Okay. So basically, that's our presentation. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the pitch. Your implementation right now on the testnet.
Yes, it's on testnet. But we now are prepared for mainnet.
So
and now
from my perspective, I really wondering in your game, and the games look very good. Regarding the DeFi side and the stable swap, the question from me. So how are you going to motivate your users to provide liquidity into the stable pools?
Yeah, so basically, from our game, we will provide incentive for our gamers to, for example, like stake or add liquidity pool. When they add the pools, they will earn the asset in game, so that they will earn more and they will have the incentive more to play the game as well as experience DeFi features.
Okay. Do you plan any other integrations with the DeFi protocols, leveraging our LSDs, new assets, or you're more focusing on a game retail users?
So we also we are working with TAC, which is an EVM side chain, so that we can attract more. Our strategy is chain integration. So why do we need that? Because we need to attract DeGens on DeFi from other chains to come to Ton to build, and as well as experience. Because on Ton blockchain, there's a lot of new users. There's a gap between new users and DeGen. So we need to fill that gap. So we also are backed by 4J, so they can provide us with some chain integration as well. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I would love to understand a little bit more about that customer journey of a customer who loves games coming to your
Yes.
app, and then that journey of you converting them into a DeFi user. Because we've seen in Ton, we have a lot of activity on the gaming side, and a lot of us are here today trying to figure out the best way to convert those into DeFi users as well.
Yeah. So I see that there are maybe 100 million of users being airdropped with not dogs, hamster, cat isn't. So they don't know what to do with those tokens. So that's why we need to create the DeFi platform as well as to convert them. So to convert them, first they need to experience the game first, because it's really easy rather than just DeFi, right? So we need to integrate DeFi features into our storyline. So we have exclusive events bi-weekly. So by those exclusive events, we will have them as tasks. So by that, for example, like we have an exclusive events about like experience DeFi. So they have to add liquidity pools. They have to stake something in order to gain rewards, for example, in the game. Yeah.
Sorry,
so basically,
but how hamster or not tokens can be used in the stable swap?
yes. So we're heading for CDB protocol, not just only stableswap. So yeah.
So you're gonna put
all the dogs, they will be minted into synthetic asset.
So you're gonna put into collateral for the synthetic assets, hamster and not.
Yes.
Okay, got you. So from my side is that's it.
Okay, that sounds like a consensus. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, one more question. Of course, go ahead.
Oh, do I have it? Okay. Okay. Bye bye. Thank you. Really great to see you today. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, then we are moving on to the next team. We have Ton Pulse with us presenting Hyperbola. Guys, the stage is yours. Please go ahead with your pitch.
Hello, everyone. Great to be here. We are Ankush and Kunal, founders of Ton Pools, gamified no-loss price link savings on Ton. We are participating in the current DeFi league. Compared to other projects who recently pitched, we are like a little bit fresher in Ton ecosystem. Like we are in the current open league season, but have been making significant strides. Did partnerships with Eva and Stone5 for Ton Pools, and now it's been an exciting journey implementing stableswap for Ton. I'll quickly run through team background and then we will jump into MVP and the details of the work we have done so far. So We started our journey back in 2017 as founders of Piggy, a Web2 wealth management app with $200 million in assets. 3 years back, we started delving more into crypto, building and experimenting, and notably time-weighted market maker for Balancer, built a Kalash, which is a gold app with crypto rewards with 200,000 users in India, and recently started building Tron pools. So our team is very well versed in fintech, and recently we have been fully focused on DeFi. On Hyperbola, we implemented Curve's stable swap function, which allows for the exchange of two or more tokens, concentrates liquidity around a specific price point, and ensures efficient trading during volatile periods. Uh, During the last week, we created a three pool along with its core function based on Curve Finance formula, deployed it on the testnet. We have the demo videos, but can skip that in the interest of time. The functions that we covered, basically initializing the pool by adding liquidity, calculating the initial invariant once the pool is operational. Users can run swap functions on it, based on like change in the invariant. It will calculate like how much token to give back to the users. So add liquidity, mint the LP tokens, run the swap functions for different variations of tokens from the pool, depending upon which token has more liquidity in the pool. So it accommodates for that. And then remove liquidity functions, return equal amount of tokens, unequal amount of tokens, or one tokens from the pool. And other functions implemented are ramp up, ramp down for amplification, fee change, ownership transfer, and other admin functions. So like stable swaps on Ton is a massive need. It's a like really growing ecosystem. USDT launch was too successful, and this is the whole Ton ecosystem is designed for high throughput and scalability. Building a successful stable swap application on Ton allows other DeFi applications to really leverage its integrations. The Ton ecosystem allows for fast finality and execution, which means a stable coin swap on Ton will happen almost instantaneously and gives user an experience of traditional finance when using DeFi on Ton. So we are really excited about it. Kunal, yeah.
So this is a basic website. So essentially,
we are skipping the demo videos for now. Like one video covers the smart contracts overview that we have implemented. The other gives a demo of the whole UI, like how you have to operate it. In terms of developmental roadmap, the core components will be obviously stable swap exchange, registry for smooth integrations and governance. What we have completed so far is like deploying a stable swap pool on the testnet. To be done next is LP token minting and admin functions, mainnet deployment, liquidity initializations, DAO functions implementation, like implementing governance mechanism, and obviously like work a little bit more on like making the user interface exciting for users. In terms of GTM plan, like as we know, like we need a large number of users, like we're putting in small ticket size, and a small number of users like putting in large ticket size to make it successful. So our approach will be like institutional outreach and building for tail end users. In outreach to institutional market makers from our network, like we are very well connected, having and like been in the ecosystem for 5+ years. To provide a significant depth or liquidity for the stable swap pool, we have soft commitments for around $5 million to inject liquidity once the pool is live. For market maker with venture arms, like do the fundraise while sourcing liquidity. We are connected to several top market makers through our networks, backed by Y Combinator and Super Layer Games previously, the studio involved in Taki Games, Unite, IO, and FalconX, who are building in Solana and ETH ecosystems. For tail end users, like do custom ambassador programs for them, educational content, like get them onboarded, and like in the initial period, there is a lot of quest. Yeah. Governance, it's pretty much how Curve does it, like taking a community driven approach. User can it allows token holders to propose and vote any changes to the protocol. We can like skip that, it's pretty much the same.
Last sentence.
Yeah. Security practices implemented, code reviews and developmental framework. Next will be formal audits, bug bounty programs, and testing and simulations. That's pretty much it. Thank you. Our team is very have a very well diverse background to see this successful.
Thank you for the pitch. So from my side question, how are you going to motivate users to provide liquidity?
Like initial plans is to like we have a lot of users in our previous applications, like 200,000 users plus in our crypto rewards app, 150,000 plus in our Web2 wealth management app. Like we will move all those users in within Ton ecosystem, like start using our stable swap exchange and our liquidity pools on Ton pools, and like get them like very well versed in it, while like making outreach to the existing Web3 users on Telegram.
Okay.
Well, one of the issues that I think Web3 faces is a lot of these financial concepts are difficult for people to understand. And you guys are coming from a Web2 wealth management background, right?
Yeah.
And probably a key success factor in that has been making that simple and making that addressable to more people. Talk to me a little bit about that and how you might bring some of those design features to your application.
Sure. So yeah, like our first wealth management app, like when we made it live in 2017, it was one of the first app for users in India to start using managed wealth management portfolios through a mobile interface. So and operating in a Web2 world, like the onboarding is very challenging in terms of cumbersome KYC processes and whatnot. So and we were a regulated entity building that, so we had to like really streamline it, focus on like how quickly users can get started with the simplest intent possible. So we really spent our time and energy in our early days focusing upon that. That's what like made that successful. Here our focus is to like bridge the gap between two worlds. Like for traditional users, understanding a lot of DeFi becomes a like steeper learning curve. Like how can they understand it in simpler terms, that the actions they are doing, like like a lot of things, like it's it's complicated to explain, but it's easier to implement. Like designing those simpler interface for the users, where they can seamlessly get started. They know like what they are actually doing with their money, and they get that sense. And like it's really complicated in Web3 world, with like managing your wallets and like moving liquidity from one place to another. And I think like we can like make significant inroads like building that.
Love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. And okay, we are moving on to the last team, to the Cyclone Finance. Guys, very happy to get you on the stage and get you going with the presentation.
You can start.
Okay. Hey guys. Thanks for. Glad to be here. So we are Cyclone Finance. First of all, let me talk about like what's the problem in Ton right now. So the challenge in Ton right now is like right now the stablecoin trading on Tons like face quite huge inefficiency because of the high slippage, liquidity issue, and the Ton ecosystem needs a more seamless way to facilitate stablecoin exchange with a minimal price impact. And why does it matter? And just like Ethereum back then, so right now Ton is facing, like for a efficient stable coin trading is crucial for DeFi. So especially on Ton, where right now the user space growing rapidly. So what is our solution? Our solution is to like build curve like stable swap on Ton. We are like using Curve Finance constant function market maker technology to provide low slippage stablecoin trading to optimize for the DeFi at the Ton network. And also on the other hand, like to provide a sophisticated, detail-rich, beautiful, and also a smooth DF interaction for our users, and also like introducing more curve algorithm pools such as crypto pools to provide a smart and powerful intelligent routing to help users to get a better price. That's our solution. So for our test stack, we basically use the core like the contract language, Solidity, Fund, Tag, Viper, and for the toolchain, we use Hardhat, Fronttree, Blueprint, and Truffle. So for our roadmap, so for our upcoming roadmap, we're gonna reduce the slippage in the stablecoin trading. We're also gonna improve the liquidity, and then on the user or like on the front end, we will gonna introduce or work on the user-friendly interface too, and like provide a more convenient and also efficient trading environment for our users. And of course, like the further next step is to introduce a fee model to continuously incentivize liquidity providers. So for our team, basically we have a small team. Definitely is Nakato. This is our finance Mario, and I'm on the business side. So yeah, here, is there any way that I can show the demo? Seems like no, it's not quite very well. But yeah, basically the demo show like we got a swap function, and then it's a very basic demo. We got a swap function, adding the liquidity, and also withdrawing the liquidity. And yeah, at the end, why Cyclone Finance matters. So we have experience with other curve algo pool improvements such as crypto swap optimization, and we have rich features such as a very good very comprehensive external interface, flexible fee, extensibility. For our UI, it's always like cross-like and chosen by our users. And yeah, we have built something. We have a very successful experience in several well-known layer 2 chains, and we got like millions users, and we got like TVL like up to 100 million users. Yeah, that's it. That's our presentation.
Thank you for your pitch. So the same question also. Still didn't get how you're gonna motivate the users to provide liquidity into the protocol in a stable pools.
Yeah, I think the way that we compare with other candidates, the ways that we try to do is to provide SDK or we try to have more like scenario or use case in different D apps to having them to push them. Like we are working with wallets, with derivatives, to having other users to try to deposit on our end.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any more questions for the last team today on the stage?
So I think we're done.
Cool. That was it for the pitches, and now we are moving on to the most fun part for the participating teams, onto the part of the prizes, and I'm gonna invite Boris on the stage together with Vlad. Guys, please do the introduction of what are gonna be the prizes for these amazing teams that just pitched.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start, then I pass the mic to Michael, and then I pass the mic to Boris. So First, what I want to say that that's not actually a hackathon. That was a competition, and we wrote the rules in following way. There's only for professional teams. We wouldn't support with any technical questions during this competition. So this is not a hackathon. The hackathon happening also right now, but that was a pure competition, and there's 5 teams who made it. 2 of them made it in a mainnet, 3 of them made it in a testnet. And right now, we're gonna announce the prizes. And the first question for Michael. Michael, what 2 winners gonna get from the curve and from you?
Yeah, well, so we looked at what different projects did, and I would say the most I would say the most solid ones would be Torch and Crouton.
Okay, that's amazing news. We also we've been in the judging in a week. We look in the code base, we inspect everything, and regarding the price announcement, what they get from the curve.
Well, I guess from the curve they would definitely get all the support with developing this the stable swap, and I guess we will discuss the terms with the teams, but we will definitely promote these within our community to get these projects adopted.
Yeah, and do they get the official license for your formula?
Yes, they of course do, and as I said, the terms we will discuss individually with the teams. But in brief, yes, that was the main idea, so that they actually are officially endorsed and get, of course, the license to build it. But it's important to have the official endorsement as well publicly.
So from the foundation part, what they get, they're gonna get at first the tickets to the gateway, and 2 teams gonna be with me on the panel on 2nd of November. Then the team's gonna get 150K each one to cover the audits, so it's 300K total. Then, because this is the infrastructure for the stable coins and for the assets with the same values, we are now speaking with one of the well-known stable coin on the market, and for both projects, after the audit, we're gonna give up to 1 million in liquidity as a liquidity loan. Then we're gonna give to 2 projects incentivization for the pools with the new stablecoin. Then we are agreed with CrossCurve and Berries to launch the CrossCurve on Ton. And I pass in the mic to Berries, and you can say what it's gonna be.
Yeah. Hi. Hi, everyone. I'm Boris, CEO and co-founder of AVA and CrossCurve. I'm really impressed by the innovative projects we've seen today and their effective solutions. At AVA, we solve 2 major problems of DeFi market: liquidity fragmentation and insecure cross-chain communication. CrossCurve is AVA cross-chain trading and yield protocol designed to address the issue of fragmented liquidity. By using Curve deep liquidity, we help both B2B and retail users enjoy low slippages rates when trading single assets and LP curve LP tokens as well. We are now live in mainnet, supporting 12 chains, and have reached a TVL 8 million. Also, we have AVA Consensus Bridge, the solution to cross-chain bridge vulnerabilities. This aggregated data transfer protocol and omni-chain token bridge employs a consensus mechanism to verify data through protocols like Axelar, Layer 0, Asterism, and AVA protocol. Asterism, it's the first cross-chain messaging protocol now live in TON between EVM chains and TON. If one bridge is compromised, the others will refuse to validate its questionable message, preventing the transaction from executing. This creates the most secure solution for cross-chain messages, as well as storage and transfer of liquidity. We're proud to have strategic partnership with Curve, and Michael Igorov is also our lead investor. TON is one of fastest growing blockchain ecosystems, with stable coins like USDT playing a crucial role in its success. However, this liquidity remains largely confined within the network. A significant challenge is the difficulty of transferring stable coins, tokens, and data between different blockchains. We're seeing growing demand of TON-based stablecoin swaps, and we plan to integrate the best solutions into cross-curve, best stable swap curve-based protocols on TON. This integration will provide TON users the opportunity to participate in global DeFi ecosystem using assets from various blockchains. They will be able to move their assets easily, safely, and at low costs. The use of curve pools will help reduce risks and costs for liquidity providers, while a significant amount of stable coins will gain access to external on-chain markets and protocols. In collaboration with the TON Foundation, we will allocate $500,000 in rewards to incentivize liquidity provision for cross-chain pool and enhance cross-chain swaps with the TON chain. Additionally, we plan to implement cross-chain swaps in our Telegram mini app, Lamaville, to facilitate the adoption of stable swaps among a large Telegram user base. In coming weeks, we will share more details about our partnership with TON Foundation, so stay tuned. Thank you.
Thank you. So this is really insightful, and this is the part where like a new niche on the TON ecosystem growing, and this is the CFMM niche, the niche with the stable swaps, with other functionality, CDPs, with leverage farming, with connection to the other chains, and that's what's happening right now. And from the part of the prizes, we are done. So let's move to our soft commitments.
Oh, that's the fun part, and I'm gonna welcome on this stage now a lot of great VCs that are joining us on this journey. We are having TON Ventures. Well, Ian has been already here, but we are gonna be joined by Bitru Ventures, Kinetic Capital, DWF Labs, GSR, Paper Ventures, Foresight Ventures, and OKG. So I'm very happy that we have such an intense lineup today. Welcome, guys, on the screen here. I'm very happy that you are joining us on this live stream, and of course that you are supporting the DeFi on TON. Well, I'm not going to be talking for so long. I'm just going to pass the mic over to you. Who are we going to start with? Ian, do you want to start this we want to start this part of just introducing what is going to be your participation as a VC in this whole process of building the stable swap, and of course, what are your wishes and inspirational words for the participants?
Awesome. Yeah, this was really impressive presentation. I thought all 5 projects did quite a good job, and excited to learn more about them. And we would love to commit $250,000 across the protocols pending the DD, because we think especially I think Michael mentioned Torch and Crouton have done a great job, very polished contracts, and we want to support these guys who've been in the trenches. And then I'll talk a little bit about just why I personally think stable swap is so important, very briefly, and that remittance, and especially cross-border remittance, will live on TON. And that means that we will have a lot of currencies. It won't only be, the 2 or 3, USDCs and USDTs of the world. We'll have pesos, and we'll have a lot of currencies represented. The technology that underpins all the swaps between these currencies is stable swap. So this is a key primitive of us realizing this remittance goal. Lastly, I'll say, for the teams that weren't selected, you guys have done the hard work of getting your contracts on chain, learning Fund C, and chewing glass. Keep going. There's so much opportunity out there. Would love to have a chat and see how we can continue to go forward together.
Thank you. And of course, the most cool part is that's just the start of this panel. Sorry, of the VCs. So I'd like to pass the mic to Alain. How are you doing today? And can you do a quick introduction of how GSR is joining this competition, this contest of the teams, and what's going to be your participation?
Okay, thank you very much for inviting us from GSR to that competition, part of the hackathon. I mean, I will start out with saying congratulations to all the participants in the hackathon, and the bigger one to the guys that actually won, the 2 teams. I mean, each of you participated on and contributed to an incredible journey, essentially the growth of the TON ecosystem. I mean, we are GSR. We are one of the leading and most established liquidity provider and also investor in the crypto space. Founded in 2013, you can imagine we weathered many market cycles and also constantly supported the digital asset space. And we are very excited since a few years to actually be active in the TON ecosystem. And now there are more builders and participants on top of it, spreading the love for the ecosystem. We're actually looking forward to invest and mentor and help the project. To cut it very short, we're going to invest 150K in each of the winning team. At the same time, we're also going to open up the network and the knowledge GSR on one side as an investor and the other side as a liquidity provider has. And we're really looking forward to work together with the teams and help them to bring their ideas to life. At the same time, I also would like to say all the people that weren't on the winning team today, don't be sad. Please still reach out to us. I'm very confident all your effort that you put in, there's some way and form that we can work together and help you make your project as well come to life.
Thank you, and thank you so much for the kind words for everyone, for every team that's pitching, that's participating. Of course, they've all done a very great job. Well, I'm very happy to see that there is so many VCs that are sustainably supporting TON ecosystem and that are joining different kinds of initiatives. So Jehan, very nice to see you here again. Very nice to see that Kinetic Capital is well supporting this competition. Do you want to say a couple of words on how is it feeling to be supporting the stable swap protocols building? How are you feeling about TON DeFi?
Sure. Thanks so much for having me. It's really exciting to be here and to see so many great founders who are kind of pursuing TON. So just a brief thing about us. I've been in crypto since 2013. I started the Ethereum community in 2014 in Hong Kong. So was really at the forefront of seeing some of the earliest crypto communities born. 2016 started Kinetic, and we're a family office. So we only invest our own money. So it means a lot, to us when we invest, because we put very much of our, literally our money where our mouth is. So we've done over 300 plus investments. We're seed investors in things like Solana and Polkadot and Blockdaemon and WorldCoin. So we've really seen a whole range of types of approaches to ecosystem development, and we know that DeFi is a key part to really having a successful environment. We've so far invested, in addition to having put 8 figures into TON itself, TON coin, we've also invested in 9 TON startups. And more importantly, we've been bringing our portfolio companies outside of TON into the TON ecosystem. But DeFi is so important, and I really kind of agree with Ian that remittance is important. And I'd add on to that by saying that for me, I think that payments are probably the killer app for the TON ecosystem, the way that it was for WeChat. And so for that reason, stable swaps is going to be incredibly, incredibly vital to making sure that retail, kind of users can safely and very kind of efficiently get into the ecosystem and pay for things the way that they do in WeChat. So to that end, we're also committing another 150 plus to the winner. And we're even more important than that, than the money. I think what we'd really like to contribute to the winners, not just the winner, but others as well, is our kind of experience and support and expertise, having been in this space for 10 plus years. Thanks.
Thank you. I'm truly amazed of how much support and how much expertise the teams are gonna get. I think that's not the usual case of getting so much of the insight and connections within the ecosystem just from the start. Thank you so much, Johan, for taking the time of joining us today. And I'd love to welcome Min with us on the stage. Hi, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being with us here today, and of course for supporting TON DeFi. Passing the mic over to you.
Thanks, Helena. Thanks for having me. And good to see a lot of familiar faces on stage. And so very glad to be here. I'm Min, and I'm the partner at Foresight Ventures. And we are a crypto fund managing about 400 million AUM, including a private market fund and also a liquid fund. So I think we've been very actively deploying in the TON ecosystem, including we put a 30 million check in the TON coin OTC. We've also invested in a few TON ecosystem projects already. So like previously, we focused more on like the mini games, but actually our first investment in TON ecosystem is actually a DeFi protocol. So we have strong belief that the TVL in TON is going to continue growing, and also out of this space, there will be a lot of potential opportunities for us, to not just invest and also work together, helping the ecosystem grow, and also help a lot of the DeFi protocol founders to grow. So besides investment, we also own probably the biggest crypto media outlet in the world. So we acquired the majority stake of the blog last year. We also incubated Foresight News, which is the #1 Chinese crypto media. We are also the biggest financial investor of Coinist, the Korean crypto media, and also Block Temple, the Taiwan crypto media. So I think on that then we can also provide a lot of media support for TON ecosystem and also the TON ecosystem projects. So yeah, I'm very excited to meet with the winners from this competition, and my wishes for them is to better leverage the unique advantages that TON blockchain is there to offer. So yeah, super excited, and thanks for having me again.
And how much you gonna do the soft commitment?
Yeah, so our average ticket size is about 200K to a few million. For this competition, our soft commitment for each project is about 150K. So of course that will depend on our own independent due diligence.
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Min. And I see Ryan is with us. The True Ventures. I'm very happy that you are participating in this competition as well, and you're supporting the fair competition. How are you doing? And can you say a couple of words on why are you joining, why are you supporting Ton DeFi and the projects that are being built right now?
Hey guys, sorry about the camera, some issues here today. But yeah, I'm Ryan from Bitru Ventures. Unlike the other folks, we're actually a new fund. So we actually haven't deployed much just yet. But Bitru Ventures is spun up by the Bitru Exchange, which has been around for 6-7 years right now. We do have tons of users and liquidity on our exchange. So happy to support on that front. And like what Jehan from Kinetic mentioned earlier, payment is definitely going to be a huge thing on Ton, just like WeChat. So super excited to see what's moving forward with these other projects. Shout out to Torch Finance. I think what you guys are doing is really interesting. Looking forward to chat with you guys and the rest of the contestants. And then for the commitments, 150K each for the projects is our soft commitment. Definitely would like to chat more and move forward from there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, moving on. I see Sasha from Paper Ventures is already with us. Hi, Sasha. How are you doing? Of course, would love to give a moment for you to give a quick overview of Paper Ventures first of all, and then as well, how are you joining this competition?
Sure. Yeah. Hey, thanks for having me. I'm Sasha. I'm a venture partner at Paper Ventures. We're a newly set up fund, closed a $25 million round in January. While the fund is new with the first close of Fund 1, the people and partners within the fund have been in crypto for an average of 10 years and have invested in over 400 portfolio companies. Yeah, so happy to be here because we all know meme coins need some competition, and I'm really excited to see some cool DeFi projects in the space. Building fresh DeFi on a new chain. We're more founder focused ourselves than vertical. We're pretty much vertical agnostic, pre-seed, seed focused, because that's the stage we can really get our hands in and act more of an extension of the team. That's where we like to be, and that's where we like to support all the winners with 150K commit per winner. And yeah, can't wait to talk more to Torch and Crouton in our follow-up calls. And yeah, let's see. Maybe the check size stays or gets larger. Really, really curious to talk to the teams and happy to be here supporting Ton DeFi.
Thank you so much. I truly envy you guys of being in this amazing place of talking to the teams and getting to know their plans and supporting them on their journey. And I have DWF Labs with us. Alicia, how are you doing? Can you jump on the stage to just do a very short introduction about your participation and your opinion on Ton DeFi, of course?
Yes, thank you so much, everyone, for first of all inviting us to be here on this call, and of course to check out all these amazing pitches. Second of all, congratulations to everyone that participated. You need to have a lot of courage to be here on this call, to be, pitching to over 30,000 people, I think. And yeah, congratulations to Crouton and Torch. We're happy to discuss with you guys next week, to further see other details. But in terms of the Ton ecosystem itself, right, we've been working with Ton for over 2 years, and it's amazing to see the growth that the ecosystem has had. At DWF, we've been always really bullish on DeFi, especially on Ton, by being one of the first liquidity providers for BMO, by minting USDT on Ton, and of course, sponsoring different hackathons over those last 2 years. And of course, we're happy to be here, working alongside Ton and supporting founders. And alongside the other VCs that have mentioned before, we will be also committing 150,000 for each project. And yeah, happy to speak to you guys next week. And also looking forward to meeting you guys at Ton Gateway here in Dubai as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, thank you so much, guys, for joining us and for contributing and for committing the capital for this competition, for the projects that have been building. We're gonna be moving on to the last part of our ceremony, the closing talk from from Vlad, from Michael, and from the winners. Vlad, passing the mic over to you and getting Alona with us on the stage.
So I actually didn't say to the projects that is going to be the stream with the VCs. And I guess Michael also didn't get the full picture that they're going to be the VCs on the stream.
Yeah, well, I knew that, but I actually really liked the the full kind of the full team which you managed to gather.
So that was an approach. I think some kind of initiatives like this can grow the directions and the niche in the Ton blockchain. We can do next what's CDPs, CLMMs, etc., etc. And only like from me, there is 3 messages. The first message for professional DeFi teams that you're gonna be able to get a full setup to build your own product on Ton, to get VC funding, to get all of the coverage, to get the partners, and you will be able to build a sustainable business from this. The second message for the VCs, you are always looking for the right place and the right time. The right place is a Ton ecosystem, and the right time is now. And this last message for the Toncoin holders, DeFi is coming.
Okay. This sounded almost like the closing words, but that's not all because we actually have the couple of these 2 teams that are going to be joining us on the screen, and I'm going to be adding them right now for the closing words from the winners of this competition. We already have the teams. We already have Crouton Finance and Alan from Torch Finance with us. Guys, how are you feeling? How was this whole process? And of course, congratulations on building the best stable swaps, on taking on the journey of building the best stable swap on Ton. I'm very excited for you.
Thank you for hosting that. Okay, so let me start with me, okay? So it is about 4 a.m. in Taiwan here, and I'm so exhausted, and I can't even tell if this is a dream or reality anymore. Yeah, winning this competition is truly our honor. And today marks the beginning of Torch, and we're going to keep growing alongside the Ton DeFi ecosystem, and hopefully with a bit of more sleep time in the future days. Yeah, and for those who are interested in us, let's get in touch next week. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know what to say. So much emotions inside, even hard to speak. Like thanks you like Ton team for gather all these VCs and stuff. That was so unexpected. And also I want to thank my team because you are real animals. Like did a lot of job in past months, and so we are about to deliver more. So stay tuned, and thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm so happy for you. This is such a good, kind moment for tonight. Thank you so much for jumping onto the stage to say this couple of words. And I'm gonna now pass the mic over to Vlad and Michael and Adona, of course, for the closing words of this ceremony.
So, Helena, Michael?
Yeah, it was very very exciting to see all the projects building. And I think, it's such an unusual thing to see a clean field with many users and with almost no DeFi there yet. So it must be very exciting for builders. It's like, I don't know, like colonizing a new planet, pretty much.
Vlad will need to show Michael the existing DeFi protocols on Ton so that
Sure.
he doesn't have this disillusionment. Okay, just
Yeah, of
kidding.
course, yeah.
This is very true that the state of Ton DeFi is still a very early stage, and this is really exciting. And we are super grateful for every team for participating, and we're super happy to get these two winners. And we are very committed to providing any kind of support that was mentioned during this evening today from the foundation side and from other institutions in the ecosystem. So there is this exciting journey ahead of these teams right now. And I very much admire this flywheel that you, Vlad, and you, Michael, have created together. It's really, like just starting from scratch and then getting all these different types of support, which is super important at this stage, right? Especially including the venture funding here. So yeah, I mean, really looking forward to working with those teams from tomorrow on. We'll just have some sleep tonight and then get our hands on the new projects that were just born in the ecosystem. So thank you very much, everyone. It's been really a fantastic journey of how many, like 1.5 months, right? Or even less. So these are already great results, and a lot of things are awaiting us in DeFi on Ton.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. I think with this support, I don't know, you will have every new DeFi team knocking in your door, trying to build something, because this support is something outstanding.
Super. I think that's the most important part, that we do have lots of support, and I think that's the best closing words that we can tell the participants, that there is so much support coming, and that everyone that's building on Ton is definitely entitled for a lot of attention and a lot of excitement and a lot of participation from the community and from our amazing partners and VCs and experts. So I'm very happy that we are all here today, and that so many partners, so many great venture capitals, so many great teams are coming and joining together at 4 a.m. in the morning, at 2 a.m. in the morning, and we're all tuning in from the different parts of the world. Just going to thank you guys once again for, first of all, running this all. Big shout out to Vlad and Michael together, and to Alona and the whole ecosystem development team. You guys are doing a very important job for the ecosystem. I hope that we are gonna see all of the pitching teams today in the mainnet with a lot of users and a lot of community attention and a lot of more updates. And I hope that this stream was interesting to those watching us. We had over 35,000 people live tuning in, so we're gonna have probably 3 or 5 times more watching us in the recording. You guys have just made the history of this competition and of this judging session and of the Ton DeFi development. So yeah, I think we'll see each other very soon on the next live streams and on the next discoveries of Ton DeFi, and not only. And I'm very grateful to everyone that's been watching us and leaving the comments and reposting this live stream. This is highly appreciated to spread the word and to onboard more people to the DeFi and to make sure that everyone understands that DeFi is cool and not boring and not complex and not hard, but actually very useful. And DeFi is the revolution of finance.
Yeah, totally agree. So see you on the Gateway. Gateway is coming. More announcements about the DeFi on Gateway is coming too. And from my side, big thank to Michael. Without you, all of this not going to be possible. So thank you for pioneering this direction of CFMMs with us on the Ton blockchain. As a result, right now, during the months, we have 2 projects live in the mainnet with the liquidity. We had this amazing charging session, $2.3 million as a soft commitments. Of course, all of the VC is going to do the due diligence and everything, but that's huge. So thank you so much, and see you on the Gateway.